I'm listing first. Yes folks, Video Holocaust is back and it is better than ever. And what better way to herald my return than a review of not one, not two, but 3 martial art movies. With my look at the No Retreat, No Surrender trilogy.
Now this film may be cheesier than Cheddar Gorge, but it's an important film for a number of reasons. First of all, it was the movie that launched the career of the Muscles from Brussels Jean-Claude Van Damme. But secondly, it was a movie aimed at mainstream action audiences. And true, it was riding the coattails of The Karate Kid, which was an unprecedented success the year before. Also, its director and fight choreographer Corey Yun, a classmate of Jackie Chan's back in their Peking opera days, is one of the greatest unsung heroes of martial arts action cinema. But this film has something else that makes it stick in the mind. The hero, played by Kurt McKinney, wants to get strong, so receives special training from the ghost of Bruce Lee. Yes, you heard me right. He gets trained by the ghost of Bruce fucking Lee. And just in time as well, as Van Damme's character has beaten the best the US have to offer in a fantastic display of kickboxing skills which we all admired at the time until we found out he's actually a ballet dancer. But McKinney puts him in his place by showing off none of the moves that Bruce actually taught him. Cue wild celebrations and shitty music.
Bruce Lee. Now No Retreat, No Surrender has its faults, like Bruce Lee's freaking ghost. But if you can look past that and the horrendous 80s fashion, this is one of the best English language martial arts movies there is. Now despite having a limited theatrical run, it would prove to be hugely successful on home video, so a sequel was more or less guaranteed. And we didn't have to wait long for No Retreat, No Surrender 2, Raging Thunder.
Legend has it that after turning down the chance to be in the sequel, Van Damme then convinced McKinney to also drop out, leaving the leading roles to be taken by 2 newcomers in Lauren Avden and Matthias Hughes respectively. Also tagging along is the full of spunk Cynthia Rothrock.
Ooh, I wish.
Together with this nobody, set off on an adventure through the jungles of Cambodia to take on the might of the Russian army, because they kidnapped Lauren Avden's girlfriend. For reasons. But despite having a story even goofier than the first, Corey Yun returns to helm the sequel, so at least you know the fight scenes are going to be banging. And speaking of fight scenes, we get a real treat, with an appearance from Superfoot Hwan Jang Lee, the villain from early Jackie Chan films Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and Drunken Master, in his only role in an English language movie. No Retreat, No Surrender 2 is a silly film, with some brilliant fight choreography and some unintentionally funny moments. Definitely worth a watch.
Rarely in movies is it ever a case of third time lucky. It's usually the last in the trilogy which disappoints the most. But in the case of No Retreat, No Surrender 3, Blood Brothers, I believe they saved the best to last.
Despite being connected to Part 2 by name only, Lauren Avden returns, and this time he's partnered by American karate legend Keith Vitale. They play brothers, whose father is killed, and it's up to them to take revenge. Corey Yun's name is noticeably missing from the credits of this movie. Instead, directing duties were handled by Lucas Lowe, who also directed one of my favourite martial arts movies, King of the Kickboxers. And fuck all else. Like the first 2 movies, the fight scenes are mental. Spotting the body doubles is a great drinking game, but all that aside, Part 3 is my personal favourite. And its end fight scene that you're watching here because I love it so much is worth the price of the DVD alone. Lauren Avden would go on to appear in King of the Kickboxers and an episode of Martial Law, while Keith Vitale would disappear off the face of the earth. But if you've yet to see either at their very best, then this is the movie for you.
So, this has been my review of the No Retreat, No Surrender trilogy. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, why not thumbs up and subscribe? And while you're at it, why not go down to the comment section and maybe suggest a movie I can review in the future. So, all that's left to me to say is thanks for watching, and I'll have some more videos up very soon. I promise.